Hey there, Wine and Sass Nation. Merry Christmas! As we look Christmas right in the eyeballs. And look, I have my decorative balls on display, as a matter of fact. Nothing says ho 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 like 2 crystal glass bowls full of shiny balls. But I'm not here just to show off my collection of shiny balls. I am here to participate in this really fun Christmas YouTube tag I got from Mama Cat over at Mama Cat's Losing It. And I thought, hey, we're going to be on a break for 2 weeks. Why not leave you guys with a zesty, zany video tagging questions about Christmas. Christmas. Did you just hear me try to say Christmas? Yeah. Good, Jen. Real good. Question number 1. Use one noise to describe how you feel about Christmas. I love Christmas. I love everything about Christmas. I love getting jazzy for Christmas. I love decorating for Christmas. I love everything about Christmas. I am like a 5-year-old when it comes to Christmas. And what I love the most about Christmas is torturing my children with what I bought them. I love it. I love it when they shake the boxes and they're like, Mommy, what is it? And I'm like, I don't know. Can you just give me a hint? I love it. I love torturing them. So, number 2, what is the best present you have ever received? When I was a kid, my favorite present under the tree each year, and they would always come a week before Christmas, and I would stare at that box. It was always a sweater box, longingly, because my great-grandmother lived right by the big sweatshirt outlet where all of the greatest sweatshirts, you know, the IOUs, whatever, were made right there in her backyard. So I knew every year I was getting a rad sweatshirt. Well, when I was in 7th grade, I got a Soviet Olympic team sweatshirt. I loved it because I was really into skating and the Olympics were right around the corner, the 92 Olympics in Albertville, and I was psyched. And even though there was no Soviet team in 1992 because that was right after the breakup of communism, I still had a Soviets. I wore it to school and I got in trouble. They made me turn it inside out because apparently in 1991 you can't promote communism in a junior high. But it was I had that sweatshirt until the fall of last year, and it finally just fell completely apart. And oh, I love that sweatshirt. It was the best Christmas present ever. Best Christmas present ever. I miss you, Grandma King. Number 3, what is the worst Christmas present you've ever received? And to be honest, I had 2 Christmases as a kid, the product of a broken home. And Dad's Christmas with my grandparents was always super rad and kid-oriented and tons of presents under the tree. Mom's Christmas was one very expensive yet very practical present. So those were always the worst presents. And I can't even tell you what they were. I have blocked it out of my mind completely. Not that I don't appreciate them, but maybe you shouldn't give a 9-year-old all of the encyclopedias that you saved over the year at the grocery store. Just a thought. As number 4, as a kid, did a sibling ever receive a gift you wanted? Well, yeah. My baby brother is 11 years younger than me, and when I was getting practical gifts like pepper spray, my baby brother would get lavished with extravagant, awesome toys from Santa, and my middle brother and I would stand there kicking rocks, counting down the minutes until we went with my dad and my grandparents. Yeah, every time little guy would open something and it would be this toy that my brother and I had coveted when we were little and never got, yeah, it kind of stung a little. Ugh, kind of stung a lot, actually. So, yeah. Hey, it happens, and I'm sure on Christmas Day when my kids open up their gifts, it's going to be like, hey, I wanted that, or hey, I wanted that. So it's a rite of passage. Nothing to be bitter about. No, I'm not bitter. Maybe just a little. Maybe a little bitter. Number 5, sing a line from your favorite Christmas song. So without any further ado. Don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need, and I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I want it, dun dun dun. See, yeah. I defer to Mariah, but yeah, that's my favorite Christmas song. Number 6, rename a reindeer. And all the reindeer have German names. I mean, Donner and Blitzen mean thunder and lightning. So I nominate Farfignugan. Let's just put him, he's a dependable Volkswagen kind of reindeer. And we'll put him in the middle of the pack and we will call him Farfignugan. Number 7, what is your favorite thing about Christmas? And I already kind of answered this in number 1, and I have to say, my favorite thing about Christmas is torturing my children about what Santa's gonna bring them. I love it. I love the excitement. I love the build-up. I love it when they're like, please, can we just open one present? I love it. I love it. It gives me like that noise again. I just love it. I love the joy. I love, because I know my kids are not opening socks on Christmas morning or something practical. They're having all of their marshmallow wishes come true, I guess. So yeah, definitely torturing the kids. Best thing about Christmas. Number 8, when do you get started getting excited about Christmas? I get excited about Christmas on Black Friday. I do my Christmas shopping throughout October mostly, and but I compartmentalize it because we are still in fall, autumn, Halloween, Thanksgiving season, and I don't put up any decorations or even acknowledge Christmas exists until Black Friday. All right, question number 9. Do you use Advent calendars? Does a Kardashian need regular electrolysis treatments? Hell yeah, we use Advent calendars. We use Advent chocolate calendars. We read the Advent storybook. We have the baby Jesus candle wreath that we light every Sunday. We are all up on the Advent train in this family. We love us some Advent. So yeah, go Bransons. We do Advent and we do it hard. Go big Advent or go home. All right, number 10. Recite your favorite line from your favorite Christmas movie. You all know it's Christmas Vacation for me, so I'm gonna go ahead and say, hallelujah, holy shit, where's the Tylenol? That's it. That's the line. That puts the Christmas spirit right here in the cockles of this cold heart. Griswold forever. All right, number 11. Share a funny Christmas story. I think I've shared this story before, but it's a classic, so let's just tell it again. I'll do the Cliff's Notes version. When I was a kid, I lived in Orange County, California, and every year at Christmas time, my grandparents would fly in from Chicago, and that would mean my brother and I would sleep. We would camp out on the floor of my parents' room, and my grandparents would take over my brother and my room. The week before Christmas, my brother lost his hamster, Ish. Now, we knew Ish was in the house somewhere. We didn't know where Ish was, but we knew that it was running along the baseboards because we would find hamster poop and our dog would always be staring in the corners at something running through the baseboards. So we had no idea where Ish was. Well, my grandmother, bless her heart, is terrified of rodents. And while we were all sleeping in the middle of the night, we hear this blood-curdling shriek, like someone was being axe murdered in our bedroom. And it turns out Ish ran across my grandmother's face. And this is how horrible my parents were. My father didn't jump out of bed to go see if his mom was okay. My mom didn't pick up the phone and try to call the po-po. Oh no! They pulled the covers up over their head and died laughing, going, Mom found Ish. So if you want to know why I'm an asshole, there's a perfect example. But that happened when I was 5 years old, and it's still funny. It's still the funniest thing. All right, number 12. Talk us through, that was 22. I suck at sign language. 10 plus 2, 12. Okay, so share your typical Christmas. This is my first year as a single mom with the 3 kids at Christmas time, but I think we're gonna run it kind of the same way we ran it every year before then. I am a big softie, and I let them open one present Christmas Eve morning, and they play with it all day, and then we go to church, and I let them, you know, come back home when we eat Christmas Eve dinner, and they get to open another gift. But my secret to that is that I'm a jerk to them all day, because they're like, can we open another one? And I'm like, you gotta like mop some floors. I'm like a total bah humbug Scrooge. So those kids are kicking rocks and thinking they're not getting jack on Christmas Eve, and it's awesome. It makes me laugh on the inside as I'm torturing them. And then they get to open their Christmas Eve, and we set out milk and cookies for Santa, and then we feed the reindeer, and we put the little kitties to bed. And Christmas morning, they're up at the literal ass crack of dawn. Bye-bye! And then they see all of the glorious things that Santa has brought them, and, well, then it's just a mess of wrapping paper and madness and screeching, and it's amazing. It is amazing. I freaking love it. That's it. And then we just lay around and eat cookies, and I make a big dinner, and we have good times. So it will be a little bit different this year, but mostly the same. Okay, number 13. Do you have any Christmas traditions? I think I just went over that in number 12. I don't have very many Christmas traditions. It's basically your run-of-the-mill stuff. We do Advent, we do Christmas Eve, we do Christmas Day. I don't have family, so we don't do like a big family woo-ha, and it's just the 4 of us. But you know, throughout the Christmas season, we do specific things, like we have the ceremonial trip to Dollar Tree where the siblings buy each other their gifts, and we have teacher gift and cookie baking and cupcake baking, and we pass them out to the neighbors. I mean, I guess that's traditional. That's what we do. But I've already talked about everything else we do. We're so boring and basic and nothing really exciting. Nobody's going to be jealous of this one. Real or fake Christmas tree? Fake. Fake. I don't like Christmas trees. Every time I run by the Christmas tree farm, that smell like makes my throat close. And I know it's like, you're such a huge poser. I just like the idea of buying a $50 tree and using it until it literally falls apart for 5 years, and then buying another $50 tree. And then no trees have to be cut down and leave their tree family and make their tree babies miss them. Fake tree, who cares? And besides, I have too many damn pets. My cat in a real tree should be all up in it. She'd be scratching on it, peeing in it. No, fake tree. And finally, number 15, pictures with Santa, yay or nay? Nay. My kids have never been down with sitting on the dude's lap. They freak out. They don't like it. So I don't make them. I mean, I enjoy torturing my children, but I don't enjoy torturing them in a stranger danger kind of way. They do get personalized videos from Portable North Pole, and that is magical. Santa takes the time to know their names and their ages and where they go to school and what they're working on to be on the nice list, and has pictures of their wish list items, and it's just so much better for them than standing in line at the mall and then having to sit on a strange dude's lap, because I think the abstract idea of Santa is much better than actual dude Santa. And you all know what I'm talking about. So no, we don't do. Alrighty. Merry Christmas, Wine and Sass listeners, viewers, readers, whatever medium you love us in. Thank you. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. For those of you out there in the world celebrating, I wish you all good cheer, merriment. Drink all the wine because God knows time with your family, you will need it. And just enjoy the season. Enjoy it. I'm enjoying it this year. I'm enjoying it a lot, actually. So from Wine and Sass to you, Merry Christmas, guys. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. We will see you back in January.